So, good afternoon team. I am Shana May Pedron and with me is Angel Criseras again. We will be presenting to you our case presentation about the respiratory system and we will be focusing on the bronchial asthma. So, Ms. Raskin will be handing to you our hard copy of our presentation. So, while Ms. Raskin distributing the hard copies, so this afternoon we'll be discussing about the bronchial asthma and we'll be focusing on the anatomy and physiology, the nursing history, about the biographic data, chief complaint or diagnosis, history of present illness, history of past illness, heredofamiliar diseases, lifestyle, social data, psychological data, patterns of healthcare, physical assessment, and the last one, the references. So, thank you team for listening to our case presentation. So we are now we will now proceed to the questions and clarifications. So questions. Okay, so I will Miss Student. I think I have two questions. So I think I said earlier, over 18 triggers their asthma. Is there any particular food that triggers their asthma? Actually, patient doesn't have any allergies to food, but when she eats too much or she takes food like too much, so patient L doesn't have any allergies to food, but when she eats too much or if she takes food too much, that's when her allergy triggered or her asthma comes.
Okay. Clinically proven patient L is not prone to anxiety and depression, but in her history, present illness can increase. You stated that she is still she's stressed due to work. So stress is still related to depression and anxiety. Patient L is still prone to anxiety or depression.
So about this one, patient L, especially her work gave her stress due to physically tired. So that's what she pointed out na every time nagkapoy siya, ilawag sa kapoy. That's how she described the word stress. So but as Ms. Tenebra said, that patient L, we conclude that patient L is not prone. It's because niya point out some stress. Kaya physical tiredness. But then, thank you Ms. Tenebra for opening this topic that patient L is still prone to anxiety and depression. So, any additional questions?
Regarding the past history of the client, does she have other illnesses aside from bronchial asthma or surgery?
So, patient L doesn't have any past history or like other surgeries or illnesses besides asthma. So, she stated that wala siyang any surgery or any illnesses. Wala. Ang first silang big na hospitalized was diagnosed with asthma. Ang pinaka-first niya. Because kasunta mo, isa mo ang pag-hindi history, so literal history, or ang past, literal ang past. But then, if clarified lang, ang yung sa past, ang lang, it's still related na sa present, kaya ang yung history na nakuha. So, bali ang conclusion that patient health doesn't have any other past illnesses or surgeries stated by patient activities. In her patterns of healthcare, so patient L, her last check-up was April 17, 2024, and as you can see in the dosage, it was used, the long term is 1 month, if I'm not mistaken, 1 year, the multiple level of chaos. So, patient L is not, until now, ang ginagamit ng patient L is simply for behavior lang. Bali, ang the rest, possible, ang fluticasone, ang sayang rhinitis, stage 9, stage 1. Pero ang loratadine, loratadine ng pagkulang sa then, kakamusikula, wala na rin yung kaya tapos na. Possible, if mo ba siya kaliwat, kasi ma-prescribe na rin sa doktor.
For the future, di ba sa langkang assess na oral masa iniwan posterior na ito sa pinasas sound versus anterior na awala.
Then, kay ako mismo nag-assess ng patient. Then, as I expect for us to take the posterior lang field of patient L, literally, wala akong may nabati. May nabatian ko within sound, specifically in her left side, then lower part. May nabatian ko na within sound. But when I assess or auscultate her anterior chest, wala akong may nabatian na within sound. But as Mr. Roman said, we are assessing one system. So it must be kung anong nabagyan sa likod, same with the anterior one. So, so patient that is positive cacophony. It's because while auscultating the posterior lateral chest of patient L, we instruct the patient to say then auscultating her posterior lateral chest. And then when she said E, there's something the end part of the so that she's noted or like she's positive for the so lifestyle naman.
Can I ask?
Yes, miss.
I have a question.
Pwede mo make your question.
I don't know if it is related, but I want to ask the patient has or had history of second-hand smoke or
Okay, so patient L is the 70 Adventist. So patient L is typically not using cigarettes or taking cigarettes. Also, no past family smoke. Then antacoling is known for skin. So no So yung asthma na inherit na sa iyong father, yan yung father mismo. Kaya may asthma. Wala naman sa iyong mother. Then, we ask the patient if yung allergy siya sa food. Pero wala naman. Pero kung iyang allergy sa iyong weight is every time it's outside. Ama na, baka siya fish, and pag chicken, makatrigger man sa asma. Makatrigger man sa allergy. Kamo na i-educate lang sa patient and to avoid eating chicken, especially siyang yeah. So is there any clarification?
Sir, what do you think are the things we can modify from her initial preparation? So, are the things that hindi preventable na some expose ng patients sa medical or like any lifestyle hindi na kaya ma-share? Hindi na kaya prevent.
So possible, ang iyang mortality test. Kay si patient L, if may lobrakon, go bragid, bahala na wala siya tulog. Amo na patient L is siya dedicated sa siyang work. Amo na nga bahala wala siya tulog as long as matapos sila yung work. Amo na isa kung maybe na ito ma-prevent. Pero we can educate patient L to manage per time. Then, if ano nga makaya, as long as something was the patient L. So, there's no another response, clarification. If there's none, so this may be the end of our discussion about patient and so thank you so much, team, for your cooperation, and thank you for being with me as we present this presentation. So that's all.